Hi folks, so it's almost the end of February, spring is in the air, so some people say, though judging by the weather today it's a little ways off yet. Anyway, I thought I'd take this opportunity to let you know what plans I've got for the channel over the coming few months. In other words, I'm going to lay out the details of our spring offensive. First things first though, let's get the important stuff out of the way. As you may have noticed elsewhere on the channel, I spent last weekend at the Bedford Tabletop Expo, organised by Robin at Hobby Hive of course. So let's have a look at what I bought. There was a nice mix of traders at the event, and my first buy was some Vallejo paints, a few different colours there just to round out my collection. As you know, I'm kind of filling in the gaps for the paints as I go along, as I discover all my old paints that have dried up. So a couple of blues, a black and a flesh colour. Now I also found a new, or at least a new to me, quite local retailer. I think it's based in Rushton, just up the road. Boris Hodge Industries, 3D printed figures, and there was a few there that caught my eye. A nice sea hag. We've got, this is called Tiefling Wizard. I thought that was a nice kind of druidy wizard type figure. There's a lich. Can't go wrong with undead, can you? I like the crown on that one. And a sort of wraith or ghost. I thought this is really going to fit in for my 28mm skirmish game. The first scenario of that is going to be set in a spooky old cemetery, so of course we'll need a ghost. And a sort of thief, assassin or cultist figure. I think it's a cult fanatic is the official title, but I thought that makes quite a nice thief or assassin character. And I got another couple of figures. There was another manufacturer, unfortunately I don't have the name in front of me, but the link to all of these are up on my show report elsewhere on the channel. And as usually happens, I wasn't looking for anything particular when looking at figures, but I was just really struck by the pose on this one and the lovely detail. It's like one of those sort of Balinese temple guardians in a lovely sort of martial arts pose there. So that was very nice, I thought. And then keeping with that theme, I also got this nice snake, a sort of guardian snake or naga as well. That's got a nice base with it, that one. And I mentioned about the wide range of people exhibiting and trading at the event. So there was a local model railway club was there. There was a local model car racing club, and along with the model railway club there was a rather large stand selling a whole load of scenery, and from those I got some very nice grass flock 2mm winter and spring. I'll probably end up mixing these together anyway, but 2mm, that's perfect for basing my 10mm armies, and also my 10mm terrain pieces, which I'm going to be working on this week, so that upload will be going up very shortly. So there we go, that was my haul from the day. Not too bad considering. Put it this way, I made some money selling because I had my own stall there, sold some books and that kind of stuff. So I made enough to cover my purchases. It's a win-win. So that's the new acquisitions dealt with. On to the projects. Two main projects going on at the moment, of course. There's a 28mm fantasy skirmish rules that I'm still working on. They've taken a little bit of a back seat at the moment through working on the campaign and one or two other things that I'll mention in a minute. But I've got the basic structure of the rules up now. My next step is to really get all those finalised, get all my figures painted up that I need, get some terrain made up, and then we'll run a test session down at the club. So I'm looking forward to getting that going. Second big gaming project, of course, is the Bane Wars, our Fantastic Battles campaign. So we've got another player or two in now. We've got one big test battle going on this Sunday, which I will try and film, and there We're just looking at a couple of rule tweaks in terms of magic and maybe one or two other things as well to suit our campaign. So I'll do a report on that. Once that game is done, then March we're going to get into the campaign proper, so people will start sending in their weekly orders and we'll progress from there. Of course, I'll keep you up to date on how all of that is going. So as I said, we have got a couple more players at the club now, but there's still a couple of slots left. We've got space for 8 armies basically, so there's a couple going spare. If you fancied controlling your own army, then let me know, drop me a line at dragoteeth@outlook.com or pop a message below and I'll get in touch with you and I'll give you all the details. Basically, time wise, it means sending in orders once a week, some very short, simple orders. Your armies will all be moved around on the map by the umpire. When 2 armies meet, then we organise a battle or an alliance, or both armies might decide to retreat. So the battle can be fought at our end, or you can fight the battles at your end. If it's your army, you've got someone you can play with. So do let me know if you'd like to take part in that. There's 2 non-gaming projects that I've got coming up as well, which are going to be taking up quite a bit of time. The first is I launched a Kickstart a couple of weeks back for my new anthology. This is published by Innsmouth Gold, and I think this is the 6th or maybe even the 7th anthology we put out. We've got a great collection of writers, all in the Lovecraftian weird fiction vein, and each of our anthologies has a theme. The theme with this one is London, so all the stories are set in London at various different times. So it could be Dark Ages, they're Victorian, there's one in the present day, for example, and the title of that collection is When Shadows Creep. I'm pleased to say the Kickstarter has met its goal, but it is still running for another couple of weeks. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, I'll put the link below. Please do go take a look, and if you like the look of that, we'd appreciate backing. That should be going into publication towards the end of March or mid-April. And the other non-gaming project is that following the success of our inaugural event last year, we're pleased to announce the Innsmouth Literary Festival 2024. Saturday, September the 28th, we're using the same location, Kingshouse Centre on Ampthill Road. We're delighted to say we've got a guest of honour appearing in person this time, is the author Charles Stross. We've got other authors there doing signings, readings, book launches. We've got some panels going on. There's going to be a lot of gaming. Bedford Gladiators are doing a raid on Innsmouth game. I think Chaosium are going to be involved. There's going to be people running Call of Cthulhu scenarios and other things. And of course, we have our wonderful traders as well. We had a really nice eclectic mix of traders last time. And the fun continues in the evening as well, because we're running Innsmouth After Dark that night. That's going to be held at Esquire's in Bedford. There we're going to have live performances, readings, we've got live music, and DJ Mendes is going to be doing a set which he tells me is going to be called Discotheque Necronomicon. So we're looking forward to that. Link down below, of course, if you want to attend that, or if you want to come as a trader, then just follow that link and that will give you all the details. And the last idea, something I'd like to expand on in the coming months. If you're a regular on the channel, you'll have seen that I occasionally get let out of the house and I go to places like I visited Robin at Hobby Hive in Bedford, had a chat with him about his new shop. I went over to Battlezone Miniatures a little while back, had a great chat with Steve, saw how figures are made and everything else. So if you run a shop or something similar, or if you're a gaming group or club, if you'd like me to come along and do some filming at your place, then just drop me a line and let me know. So this could be quite a short thing. We could have a chat about your activities, what you do, what you offer, or of course, as we did with Steve, that ended up quite a long chat. We can start talking about various aspects of gaming. If you're a creator, how do you come up with your ideas, that sort of thing. If you're a gaming club, the history of your club, the sort of games you play, all that kind of stuff. Basically, it will be some publicity for you, and for me, it helps get me out and about, meeting people, and of course will hopefully help Dragon's Teeth grow as a channel. So, if that's something that sounds interesting to you, once again, drop me a line, dragoteeth@outlook.com. pop a message below and I'll get in touch with you. You can find me on Facebook as well under Inns Gold. I'll put the link up to my Facebook page below. I was thinking about setting up a group for Dragon's Teeth, but to be honest, I think the last thing the world needs at the moment is another Facebook group. I'm a member of so many Facebook groups, I don't even have time to look at most of them, so there is that. However, we do have a Discord set up. Now, Discord, I'm still kind of feeling my way, but I am posting on there more and more often. So Discord is a great place to chat as well. Again, if you've got any ideas or suggestions for the channel, you can always put them there, as well as making comments down below. So there we go. That's some ideas for the coming months. Hopefully it's going to get a little bit warmer, a little bit drier, certainly. As always, please keep your feedback coming in. And thanks to everyone who subscribed recently. We've had a lot of new subscribers in this month. Do keep those suggestions and comments coming. As always, if you haven't already, please do like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon.